Hey guys, it's Alice here. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, so my voice is sounding a little croaky. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, I have decided to do my horse riding story. So I'm going to try and do it really quick, really get it all out. I'm not very good at editing. I haven't really been on my YouTube channel. I really want to get it up and running again. I really want to get some great ideas, get some great videos together for you. And yeah, I'd really love to hear some ideas of what I could do. So let's get into my story. So my riding story isn't that amazing, you know, I'm not some amazing show jumper or anything. I'm just an average rider that rides average horses. My first riding lesson was when I was 5.5. I was riding in the UK, and I remember the first little pony I rode was a little dapple grey Welsh A called Rosie, and I'll never forget that. From there I rode got the hiccups. I rode a variety of horses. The main one being, he was a Welsh cob called Max. I did a few little shows on him that my riding school put together, and that was awesome. I rode there until I was 10. When I was 10, so that was 2005, I moved to Western Australia, where I still live now, and I started having riding lessons pretty much straight away. I was struggling with school, you know, new country, new accent, I sounded completely different to everyone. So I started having riding lessons on an Arab cross. His name was Fred. He was a chestnut and white. I don't actually have any photos of him, so I can't put any up in this video. Had loads of fun with him, learned to canter for the first time, learned to jump for the first time, but unfortunately it was just really unprofessional, the place that I was at. He was a 20-year-old show jumper, wanted to make a bit of extra cash, so would, you know, give me riding lessons on his childhood pony. But yeah, it was just, you know, the pony, he wouldn't be ready, the pony wouldn't be ready, sorry, he wouldn't be ready, he wouldn't be there. So we went to a riding school just down the road, which was a proper, you know, business. Straight away there, I started riding a little chestnut Australian riding pony called Blaze. Obviously he had a Blaze. And I rode him right until the end of the riding school. They closed their doors in 2006. I did lease him in between that time, and I was riding him 3 times a week, going down looking after him. Absolutely loved him. Got offered to buy him, but my parents just couldn't afford it after moving to a new country, buying a house, you know, fair enough. So he did get sold after the riding school closed down, and did pass away, I think, a year later, due to colic, unfortunately. Between then and then, I just used to ride friends' horses. I made a group of friends down at a riding stables, and they were all really kind, you know, let me groom their horses, let me make up their feeds, walk them around, ride if I was allowed. So that was awesome. So I got a few photos of a few girls there, so I'll put those photos in. And then after that, I managed to get in contact with one of the girls I used to ride with, and she was actually selling one of her horses. So she had a 2-year-old standard. Her name was Delta. I was dead set on buying this horse. I used to go down to the stables every week. I never rode her because, you know, 2 years old. She was broken in, but I had no intentions of riding her. I just wanted to hang out, groom, feed, just be around horses. It was great. So I had every intention of buying her, but unfortunately the girl that had her decided that I just wasn't ready yet, and took her with her when she moved. I think she moved house, but moving house meant it was a lot further away from the stable, so she took her horses with her. Got back in contact with her, and she agreed that the Delta would stay there for a couple of months, and then I would be able to buy her once I was stable in my job, etc. But unfortunately Delta did have a paddock accident and did have to be put down. So then after Delta, had a look around, and I managed to find Summer. So funny story how I found Summer was the girl with the locker underneath me at school. Her screensaver background wallpaper on her phone was a picture of her riding a horse, and I was like, oh, do you like horses? Got talking, you know, as we do, as equestrians. And she was like, yeah, do you have one? I was like, oh no, we're supposed to, but she's just been put down. And so she was saying that, you know, they've got family friends and they were looking at leasing out their horse with option to buy. And I was like, yes. Managed to talk my parents into letting me go have a look. And then that was it. I was like, I'm getting this horse. And my parents kept saying, you know, we'll lease her for 6 months, but you're not buying her. You can't afford to buy her. You can't afford the upkeep, So I was working extra hard, getting as many hours as I could, while still trying to fit in seeing my horse. And 7 years later, I still own her. We've done everything together. We've done show jumping, dressage, eventing, hacking, games, endurance. We go to the beach. We go on trail rides. She's just awesome. Like, best horse ever. Then after summer, so I ended up getting summer in the March of 2010. In the October of 2010, we'd actually been looking for a horse for my sister who was a complete beginner, other than a few riding lessons when we were younger, when I was 5, so she's 4.5 years older than me. She had riding lessons as well, but she wasn't, you know, as committed and like I want a pony as I was. So she started coming down and riding summer with me, and she's like, I want my own horse. And then in October we heard about a group of horses that were getting sent for slaughter, and we were like, yeah, we'll take one. So we took on a grey gelding called Draco. We didn't like the name at all. My sister really loved the name Mr. Darcy. So Mr. Darcy is still living in our paddock almost 7 years later, so like 6.5 years later. He wasn't really the horse that we were after, and we did retire him pretty quickly. He had a lot of underlying health issues. He's since lost his eye due to an aggressive ulcer in his eye. He just kind of sits in the paddock now, living out the rest of his days. He's 20 years old. He's the best babysitter, just the best cuddler if you've had a bad day. He's the only boy that won't break your heart. Oh, losing my sunnies there. Did you see that? So that's Darcy. Then after Darcy, we took on Jojo. He was never to keep. He was a doer-upperer. He was huge. He was a big standardbred bay, big chunky thing, like built so wide. I could not get a saddle to fit him. I had an extra wide gullet on my saddle, and my saddle still went woof every time I got on. So he made you work on your balance, because if you were even slightly to the left or even slightly to the right, that saddle would go. And you're trying to like get it back. So anywho, so I had him and I managed to rehome him. He went to an awesome home. That was in 2013. Unfortunately, we did have to have him put down in 2014. He had colic. I didn't get to him until the day after the vet had been to drench him, etc. His lease owners were there and they were looking after him, but I was being the owner. I had the final decision, and unfortunately he had twisted his gut, and I don't have $10,000 to do that kind of surgery. So unfortunately he did get put down. We had him cremated, so the lady who leased him, she has some of his ashes and I have the rest of them, and I will be spreading them. I just haven't decided where I want to spread them yet. After Jojo, I took on he was quite skinny, terrible condition, thoroughbred. He was about 16'2", hands high, chestnut, full white socks and a blaze. He was called Marley. He was my dream. He was going to be my next eventer. Unfortunately, Summer is great at show jumping, great at the cross country stage of eventing, get into the dressage ring, and it's just not her. She hates flat work. So Marley was going to be, the horse that took me to the next level, and I went eventing on. Unfortunately, a lot of disagreements went on. I leased him. I wanted to do a lease with option to buy because I never actually viewed him. I had him trucked all the way up to me, and it's like a 10-hour drive. And when he got to me, his feet were shocking, his teeth were shocking, he was skinny. So a lot of money, a lot of work went into him to get him healthy. But the owner decided, once she saw him all fat and healthy again, she's like, I want him back. So unfortunately, the owner did take him back. Then I was looking around and had an accident off one horse that I tried and damaged my back. So I was out of riding, and then I found Delilah. Delilah was a 16-hand high dapple grey thoroughbred mare. Not really what I was looking for. I didn't want a grey and I was wanting a gelding, but she was really well educated and really switched on, and there was a lot of potential there, and I thought, nah, I'm going to give this girl a go. So I bought herself for my I think it was my 19th birthday. I bought her for myself, and that was at the end of 2013. The first 12 months was hectic and really hard work with her. She was just full of anxiety. She was a very nervous horse. She'd had a lot of hard handling in her younger days, which made her very head shy. She'd rear. So we finally got it all sorted, and she was coming along really, really well. But sadly, at the end of 2014, she got a little sick. You know, got her back to normal again, and then in the it was the end of January, start of February, it was the 1st of February, unfortunately she lost her battle with her sickness, because we didn't know what it was at the time. The only reason I found out was because I actually had an autopsy done on her, because I was, you know, even the vets were baffled what was the matter with her. So she actually had an tumour growing on her large intestine that kept closing up her intestine, so she was showing every symptom for colic, but didn't have colic. So after Delilah, I took on a friend's horse. I really didn't want to, because Delilah had left me with a huge debt, close to $10,000 debt, because of all the money I had put to just, you know, saving her life. So she did end up costing me a lot, but it was all worth it, because at least I know I did everything I could to help her. Then we had TP. So TP was a friend of mine's horse. He had loads of potential to... Oh gosh, there's a fire right there. I don't know whether you can see the red glow, but there's a fire. I'm just chilling, like out of control, you know, just casually. Sorry. He had loads of potential and he was an awesome horse. So when they said, you know, just take him, I was like, oh, okay. So took him on and trained him up, and was supposed to rehome him. And then in the October of 2015, Trixie was born, and Trixie was my dream horse, and I was definitely going to be buying her. So I kind of was like, okay, got to find TP a home, because I can't afford to have 4 horses at home. TP just kind of stayed on spell, put some more work into him, and then in the June of 2016 he went to a new home, and in the March of 2016 Trixie came home. So there was a time where they overlapped. TP unfortunately didn't suit that home, but he's gone to an awesome new home now, and it is just amazing. I love watching them together. And then of course now I have got Trixie. So Trixie is my heart horse. She is everything to me. She's my absolute dream come true. I couldn't ask for any other horse, couldn't even dream of any other horse. She's just perfect. Looks, conformation, temperament, breeding, everything. I'm just absolutely in love with her, and you know, she's going to be with me for a very, very long time. Sorry, hiccuped. And at the moment we've just been doing a few little breed shows. She's a little bit sassy and she's got a little bit of attitude, so we're just trying to work that out at the moment. Doing a little bit of training now, and I'd love to put some videos up of me training her. I'm going to be following the Warwick Skiller, or Schiller, however you pronounce it, techniques, and I'm super excited because I've just subscribed and I've been watching all his videos and getting all these ideas, and I'm so excited. But as you can see, the sun's gone down, it's about to go dark, so by the time I usually get home it's gone dark, so I need to make a time to get out there. And that's really it now. It's to be continued, because I really hope that I have amazing stories to share with you guys in the future with me and my horses. And like I said at the start of the video, if you have any ideas, let me know. If you like this, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. I'd love to get this channel up and running and sharing my life. So I hope everyone has had a fantastic day, or everyone is going to be having a fantastic day. Go out, love your horses, hug your horses, and stay safe, guys. Bye.